to fear. The three wise men will soon be here.
Old Janicus boys, Balthazar has just texted.
Well, what did he say?
He can't make it.
Are you joking?
Other two can't either.
No, we're going to have to do it ourselves, aren't we?
Suppose so.
Fine by me.
You ever podcasted before?
No.
Me neither. Let's
Be
do
fine.
it. Let's do it.
Look, up there! What in tarnation is that? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a goddamn UFO. Now I'm gonna get myself anally probed. Again. Well, we've all been there, folks. Anally probed, that is. Welcome to the Three Wise Men Couldn't Make It podcast. The podcast in which we take a particular topic of the week, stop sniggering, Carl, and describe our experiences of that topic and hopefully give you a useful lesson. The topics are getting weirder, to be fair, and it's early days really with this fucking podcast, isn't it? Okay, folks, so I want to introduce my co-podcast hosts. The man so into ufology, he's tinfoil hat, has a tinfoil hat. Rich.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast again. Yeah, I've been into UFOs since I was about 18, and I'm now like 19. 53. And yeah, really interested in them. I've seen a few things as well. Seen a few of them, believe it or not, which we'll go into later. And yeah, we'll go into that later. So, Carl, anything to say on that?
What, do you want to copy what you know? No.
Just copy what I said.
Why didn't you just do what you did last week and repeat the entire thing I said about what the format of the podcast
Welcome back to the
Let's do
podcast,
that.
everyone. No, I've never really seen any UFOs, but I have some strong, hot thoughts on the subject, which I will question you on. Well, mainly Rich. But yeah, I'm excited to
Rich
talk
is
about
the
something new.
Cool.
Don't go too deep with these questions. I'm not an actual expert. I'm just kind of interested.
No, I'm just going to rip the shit into you. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
That's
we're all
fine.
going to do that.
I'm up for
So,
that.
sadly, I've not been abducted this week, so I've got to do this shit again. Before we start, again, Carl,
Yeah,
can I address something?
if you have to.
Okay. What are your thoughts on how to spell the word come?
How do I spell it? Mm-hmm. Well, it depends how you say it to me. If you say it in a strange, sexy voice, do that. Try that.
Come.
I'm gonna say.
Come.
I'm gonna say cum because you give me those sexy eyes.
That doesn't matter, really. Have you... Okay. Come dogging with Carl at orgyfort.com. Are you aware of this? You are aware of this. You created this website.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. There's a picture of the quick save in Ellesmere Port on there.
Is there?
Yep. And it says, "Love banana is served here." Now, would you like to explain yourself?
I'm just trying to do some advertisement for the podcast.
No, it's not. You dogging in the back of Quickie.
Yeah, and that's how when I'm during the dogging, I'm going. Have you listened to my podcast, by the way?
Right.
And then when they say no, I kick them out and just move on to the next person.
Right. In the back quick save.
Yeah, in the back of quick save.
Yeah, I can't imagine there's that many people there.
Carl, to be honest.
Well, I've got to do something, haven't I?
I mean, that's desperate advertising at
It is,
best.
isn't it?
And you've spelled come wrong. It's COME,
I thought we were talking.
dogging with Carl.
Oh, well, I thought if I spell it cum, it might attract more people.
Yeah, well, people have complained about it. They think you're disgusting.
Well, they can stop attending.
And QuickSave have also got... I don't know if they exist anymore. Do they exist anymore?
I don't know.
Can I say they've got a lawsuit? Because they probably haven't. Because I don't think they're even a thing.
Exist, no.
I think I might have made this shit up.
What do you think?
But anyway,
Spar's still going,
get in
but
touch
not
with
really.
Carl. It's comedoggingwithcarl at orgyfart.com if you want to...
Quickie behind the quick
Yeah,
save.
we're in a quickie behind a quick save or Stanny Woods or any of the locations that he recommends.
I am fully booked.
Behind the bins
I am
in
fully booked for the
McDonald's.
next month.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
there's one
fully
Spa
booked.
with him outside the Spa.
Yeah, I'd say Spa is good. Spa is good. If you want to do it right outside there at about 7 o'clock at night, Carl will be waiting for you with a tiny little boner.
And a high-vis.
No,
Big bottle of Peretti.
Yeah,
Yeah.
enjoy. Okay, so we'll move swiftly on from that fucking appalling admission onto the hot news.
Hot news!
Hot news coming at you like a UFO right in your gonads. Okay, people. What have you got? Rich, Carl.
Oh,
Carl or Rich?
go on,
Carl.
Rich.
Carl.
Rich, you go
Either
first.
of you.
I've got some hot news for you guys. I'm going to start off, though.
Don't have to shout either. I don't know why I was shouting.
I have to shout because I am going to get in there before Carl gets his hot news
Oh,
out.
Christ, this lasts for fucking ever.
Yeah, exactly. Before he puts his little pre-recorded thing off his phone on there and we all fall asleep.
Yeah.
I'll get my hot news in. No way. Anyway,
Plenty
this
of
is sad news. Before we go to hot news, I got some sad news. As we all know, people. Well, I don't know if you all know. Pete had a bit of an accident last week.
I did.
He did.
Well, you do know because if you listen to
the
if
last
you're one of our
podcast.
3 listeners, you heard me fall over mid podcast. We didn't hear that, but I fell over mid podcast and I recorded the rest, and I have fractured bones. So
Yeah. So he's sitting here in a cast and bandaged up to hell. So, but I've just got a bit of sad news to let him know that when he tripped, he fell off the decking and he's landed on my fuchsia.
there's no fuchsia in that then.
There's no fuchsia in that fuchsia anymore.
Yeah.
He's actually killed the fuchsia. It's dead.
Well, it's a big foot, isn't it?
Well,
I'm a big man.
yeah, but you know, it
I'm
was
a
just
big, bulky,
coming
strong
into bud. And
Yeah.
now it's dead.
Into bud.
It was just starting to bud.
Into bud. Fucking bullshit. It's dark as shit and rainy here. Nothing's budding anywhere.
No, I level with you. It was dead already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dead already. Sorry about that.
He's definitely dead now.
It's dead as shit now.
Dead as
It's like
shit now.
Godzilla stood on
I've
it.
left it there as a reminder. You don't want to be going down that route again.
Thank you.
Bit of my next hot news is to do with your little fall, Peter,
Oh, yeah.
because I have bought some hot lights
Oh,
to go
very
around.
nice.
Bought some lovely hot lights, all different colours, to go around the decking.
It's like a
And
little runway.
It's
It's
like,
like a
it is
runway.
like a little runway going out there. There's no way you're going to veer off there. And if you do, then that's totally your fault.
Because, folks, every time we've gone for a way midway through this podcast, it's been like going into the blackest pit of the abyss. You were not certain if you were coming back. Never mind having a way, you weren't certain if you were getting out of the garden. So, this was good news.
Yeah.
Good news.
So now you can see where you're going, yeah?
Yeah, and I can now flash the neighbours and they can see me.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We might have a few planes landing here as well.
Yeah, possibly.
It's pretty bright.
Very small planes.
Another hot news this week. I celebrated my 20-year wedding anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. I'm very appreciated.
Did you do anything?
No, we didn't do fuck
Bow,
all.
chicken, wow,
We
wow.
didn't do fuck all. No, we're going to go for a meal then, and we just decided we can't be arsed. It's just like, it's 20 years. Get a card. I got a card.
Get a card.
Get a card.
Get a fucking washing line.
Washing line. A little Ted. And some flowers.
Oh, well, that's nice.
And that's all I got. I got a shed, didn't I? Remember, we've mentioned the shed.
Yeah, you got a shed.
I got my laptop, yeah. But no, me and Laura have been together like 20 years. And in that time, I have been bankrupt. I went bankrupt a few years back. And I found it horrendous. Horrible situation to be in.
I've been there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've been there as well?
We're not bankrupt, but we went to like debt people.
Yeah. Oh, I ended up going proper bankrupt, yeah. Well, it's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
as bad. But she got me through that. She took over and she done all what you need to do and phoned them.
Yeah.
I was hiding. Basically, I had my head under the pillar while Laura was on the phone to the banks.
Well, people do, yeah.
Yeah.
Got
I
fair
couldn't
play
handle
to
it. So she got us through that. So thank you, Laura, for that.
She is an amazing woman.
She's an amazing person.
And I repaid her with my next little story, which I've just got a few things I remember from the past 20 years. And this is some of them.
And so you buying a fucking washing line again?
What I've done, but we've been there. We've done the washing line. Bought her a washing line. And
Yeah.
Bought her pegs and
Yeah.
all that shit. This one, we've been given a second-hand sofa. Going back about 15 years now.
Right.
We've been given this second-hand sofa. It was manky as fuck.
Was anyone in it?
No. What it might have been, I don't know. There could have been somebody chopped up and buried in it or something, I don't know. But anyway, this particular day, I was hoovering round and I put my hand down the side of it to see if there's any loose change. Because obviously it was somebody else's sofa.
And another hand grabbed you.
I got dragged into the sofa.
It's like that episode of
wasn't
It's
seen
Always
again.
Sunny, you know, when
Frank's in the
is
fucking sofa.
comes out sweaty.
Well, I put my hand in the sofa And I got purchase on something. What the fuck's this? Pulls it out.
Big
open
dick.
my hand. Worse. It was a big, sticky old piece of popcorn. That size of a golf ball. Covered in pubes. Mould. Dog hair. Dust. Grit. You fucking name it. It was covered in it.
Do you have a cheeky taste?
No, but we'll get to that now.
Oh, no.
Someone's had a cheeky taste of
Someone's
this,
had a cheeky
hasn't he?
taste of this. You wouldn't believe.
It's Leah, right?
No. I'm the other end of the room. It's quite a big room. Laura's sitting reading a magazine. And this is a true story. Totally, she'll tell you herself. Sitting in a chair. I goes, "Hey, Laura, what? Open your mouth."
You never.
I did. And I fucking launched it. And you'll never believe it. It went straight in her mouth. Went in the back of her
I'd
throat.
fucking kill you.
It went straight into the back of her throat. What a shot. It was so good.
Oh, the romance.
Oh, it was
I'll
such
tell
a
you
shot.
what.
And I erupted laughing, and she was like, "What the fuck is that?" He went straight in, though, and sat in her mouth for a second.
That's amazing.
It was. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it again if you tried.
I've done that with a mince pie and a Christmas too, and I launched this mince pie, like proper underhand, for about over like 20 foot, and it landed in someone's drink, like kudunk, like straight in the
I
pint.
couldn't do it again.
I could never do it again. It's impossible to do it again.
You know. No. So she wasn't impressed. Obviously.
Give over.
Yeah. And so that was unbelievable. Well, the next story may have been something to do with that. We used to have some epic rows, me and Laura. I don't know if you two have rows
Not much, no.
with other halves.
Epic rows.
We've had epic rows. Years ago. We don't now, but years ago we did. And I remember this particular epic row. She started throwing stuff at me. And then I was running
Was it like
down the
popcorn,
stairs.
was it?
No, I didn't. A huge candle came flying through it, and it just skimmed off the top of my head.
What did you do?
Oh, I probably didn't listen to her properly or something. I don't know. No, I'm not
You
gonna say.
you probably deserved it.
I probably deserved it. Yeah, of course I deserved it, Laura. I always deserved it.
He's
So, yeah.
making a weird face here, like he didn't deserve it, Laura.
So this
I don't
bounces
like
off my
this.
head.
You wet the bed for the
then-
5th time in a
Yeah,
row.
exactly.
And he was stood up and all, pissing on it.
Again. But yeah, so that was just mild. Another little row we had. We're sitting in the garden having a barbecue, and it was pissing down. But we'd gone under these fir trees,
Yeah.
and Laura's seat, because the ground was very soggy, and it was summer, started to sink, and it sunk down, so she was basically almost sitting on the floor.
Right.
And that was not the argument. There was enough. We were laughing at that.
It's quite funny.
And then, just like that, an argument. Mama, fuck you. And I chased her down the street with a pair of, the tongs you get the burgers off with.
What are you going to do with them?
Through my, and there was a big spike on one end, like 3/4, like the 3/4, like a trident.
Yeah.
It had like that on one
Oh,
end.
yeah.
Spiked the sausages and the meat. And I fucking chased her down Church Street. And I fucking launched it at her.
Imagine opening your windows that morning, going, "Oh, what a fresh new day!" And you just see 2 people running down the street.
Yeah, chased it with a pair of tongs. Come here, you bitch!
Where we live, it wouldn't surprise me.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Just an everyday occurrence.
In Insane Street.
Insane Street. Another good one we had. Laura's going to hate this.
Are you Ozzy Osbourne?
We've gone shopping. We're living in the same house as that.
Oh, I think I know this
Yeah,
story.
we're in B&Q.
Yes.
We wanted to do some decorating because we just moved in. We had a trolley. We're going up and down the aisles. Paint, brushes, rollers, blah, 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 this, that, the other. And then we comes to this. She said, "You're going to need to paint the ceiling." I said, yeah. Do you need an extension? You know the big extending
Yeah, I know what you mean.
holes?
Yeah.
And I stood there. I don't know. Do we need an extension? Well, you fucking should know. You're doing it. Well, I don't fucking know. Do we need one or not? And this developed into a right Barney.
Yeah.
Which then she went, "Fuck it. I'm not interested now." And she just got the trolley. She said, "I'm putting everything back on the fucking shelf." She stormed around. I just went to the checkout and I looked back through the shop and I could see her going from aisle to aisle, putting all the stuff.
See, that's an effort in being
It
cute
is.
because that shit is heavy, man.
Yeah, I'm putting it back where it came from. We just dump it and leave it.
Oh, as someone who's worked in a shop like that.
Oh,
that
mate.
is a
Cardinal sin, I sure
It is.
would murder you.
I'd kill you.
But anyway, she put it all back in I'm waiting on the till. Have you finished? Comes up to me. Have you quite finished? She didn't speak to me. So I stormed off then ahead. Get in the car. I get in the car, start the car up.
Mickey and Mallory Knox here.
Laura's like 20 seconds behind me. She's storming towards the car.
Is it just the two
Fucking
of you?
steam. Yeah, just the two of us in the car park. Just steam coming out of her ears. Steam coming out of my ears. She opens the door. I let her get one foot in the door. Then I just burn rubber. Little beknownst to me, it spun around and she buggered her ankle up.
Give over.
Oh my god! How are you still together?
20 years later.
Yeah. But then I drove off. Then I calmed down a bit. I came back over the bridge, and she was limping up. She was limping along the road by Halfords there.
Oh my god!
So I pulled up. You getting in? Nope. Surely you're getting in? Nope. That's how. So stubborn. But so was a pighead. Stubborn and
Yeah.
But I was stubborn as well. So
Drove off.
No.
Did you let her get in again and then do it again?
I done it again on the other leg.
Walk up.
Yeah. So she did twist her ankle proper. Didn't break it or anything, but she really twisted it. And I think she walked home. It was a good walk as well.
I mean, you could have dragged her across the port.
I could have, couldn't I?
Yeah.
That is romance at its finest, isn't it?
It is indeed. It's a beautiful story for the ages.
It is, and I'm gonna sign off on that little bit of story with that she's given me a wonderful home and two wonderful daughters.
And you've given her,
And I've given her
two broken ankles
And countless
fucking spear in the back of her head.
and a
and
non-painted
countless
roof.
STDs from a popcorn.
Given a viral infection in her mouth
Yeah. So,
from pube popcorn.
but yeah,
Well, that's absolutely wonderful, Rich. Thank you.
that concludes my
I'll
little
tell
bit
you
of
what,
hot
my
news this
heart
week.
is warmed, and
It's-
that's probably heartburn at this point, or some kind of heart attack.
So there's plenty more stories there, but I haven't got time to go into all the others.
Well, you know, it's
It's
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like a Disney movie.
we got through that shit and
Yeah,
we're still together.
yeah,
And they're now funny stories
yeah.
when we talked, back about them. But at the time, we hated each other.
You've got a dart in your head right now, Rich.
Oh, well, yeah. Is there a fucking little laser?
Yeah.
Little laser pointer on my head?
Like Predator.
Well, congratulations on 20 years.
Yes,
Oh,
congratulations.
thank you very much.
She's a wonderful lady.
I've just noticed something today, by the way. This is about Laura's mum. So you know how older people aren't that techie with stuff?
Them and older people. I mean, me.
Well, you're not on Facebook, are you?
No.
Somebody commented on Facebook. Who downloaded? Did you download them pictures onto that phone, or not? Yeah. And
Dirty
Laura's
pictures?
mum has answered, no. It was Paula who done it.
Right.
And I noticed at the top, it was 2012. The post was she's answered a post from 2012.
To be fair, I literally did this today.
You're joking?
Not from 2012, but from like Wednesday.
Well,
I answered a thing in work. It's not funny, but I've done
you've
it.
done it.
Yeah.
Well, I've underneath. I've just put to Laura's mum because you can highlight her name, can't you? But I asked you a question back in 2012, and you still haven't fucking answered me.
Do you want the dirty pictures or not?
Where I work, if anyone orders food on our app or over the till, it just goes straight to like a feeding machine to the kitchen, and it's just a simple receipt, and it tells the cooks what needs to be cooked. And for some reason, whoever's been in a month ago hasn't got rid of these tickets. So naturally, you wouldn't check the date. You just check whatever it is. If it's there, you know it's been cooking. Now there's a girl who's coming to work, and she's just seen the tickets. She's like, for fuck's sake, I've literally just stepped in. I've got to cook all this food.
Done. Yeah.
So I think it was like 3 pizzas, about 6 or 7 burgers, chicken nuggets, everything. Must have been about 8 different separate things.
Oh,
Check the receipt. It was a month ago. Oh, you should have seen her face. She was red in the face. She was fucking fuming.
Also, food's to go there, ain't it? She can have that.
She can eat that then, yeah.
Oh, I had a free burger. It was great.
Yeah,
fantastic.
And a free pizza as well.
All's well that tends well.
Yeah.
Carl?
And I got to say, I'll sign off on my little bit of hot news there and hand it over to Carl, who's got some, hopefully, He's got a little prop.
Drawn out bollocks.
A long drawn out introduction.
I've got the wake.
I mean, we've got to keep
Here we
this
go.
fucking short, by the way. We're trying to do slim down format. How long are we on this fucking thing now, Rich?
Oh, we're coming up to 20 minutes.
Say, come on, Carl. You're gonna have to. I've got the wake.
I've got the
Right, over to me.
I've got the wake. I've got the bake. I got the strawberry milkshake.
He has. I knew it. I knew it.
He's literally brought strawberry
He
milkshake.
has. And he's root poo on it as well.
I wrote poo poo on it.
Poo poo on it.
Why couldn't you
peach.
just remember it though?
I
Why
don't
can't you
know.
remember that phrase rather than bring actual strawberry milkshake?
Because I obviously
That's
wanted.
irritating
Because
to
I
me.
wanted to drink the strawberry milkshake, which I'm doing.
He's fucking
He'll be
annoying.
coming down next week, down across the fucking decking with a fucking rhinoceros on his back or something.
I've got the rhinoceros, you've got the rhinoceros. I brought a rhinoceros. And then he can get out of
Get
it
over
and
here.
kick the rhinoceros out.
Shoo, go on. Go on.
What a fucking dickhead.
My hot news.
Carry
I'm
on.
going to keep it short and sweet. So, last week I mentioned that I was going to Birmingham, didn't I?
Birmingham.
Birmingham. I went to go see one of our favourite bands, Skindred. They were amazing. It's the second
Always.
time I've seen them in arena, and I met up with our friends Chris, Joe, and Charles, which is always amazing.
Have you got a
to see.
recorded message?
No, I didn't.
Thank fuck.
Anything you like to say to them on the podcast is like.
Well, if you let me talk, I will.
Because this is your personal
Right.
fucking...
Well, first of all,
podcast.
messages system.
before I say this, just Will, our friend,
Yes.
Pete's best friend, very kindly got me a Christmas present last Christmas.
Does he know Laura's mum? Last Christmas.
Last Christmas.
He gave you a heart. His heart.
Give me a fart. But Skindred was sponsoring Corinthians AFC, just a random local football team. And it was like a 2-week sponsor for him. So I just had Skindred at the front. And Will got me on it. It's a fucking awesome present.
It is a fucking
So-
bouncer, yeah.
I took that to the gig. I wore it. And I was like, oh, mate, I'm going to get on Chris's shoulder. I'm going to get my T-shirt off. I'm going to show him. So get on his shoulders. And bear in mind, we were close at the start. But this crowd was insane. I've never been fucking thrown about in like a mosh pit. It was unreal. So got my T-shirt off, got on his shoulders, put it up in the air, and Benji from Skindred went, "Fuck yeah, man!" Like that.
I
And he-
love
and-
Benji, man.
Pointed to me and he went, "Oh, thanks,
Was
brother."
he Caribbean?
Well, he's like he does like a reggae.
Oh, right.
He's
fair
like a
enough.
reggae
I thought-
rock.
I thought you were
Reggae
trying to do
metal.
a Birmingham accent.
But
No, they're not from... They're,
Right, I
well,
guess.
they're from
He's
Wales.
Welsh, isn't he?
Yeah, it's from Newport. And he went, "Oh, thanks, bro." And I was like, "Oh, I'm a proper fanboy." But because we got pushed so far forward, I was right in front of the lead guitarist, and I was like pointing to my shirt, and he's giving me thumbs up. So we were looking at each other, and I signalled. These are imitating playing guitar, by the way. And
With thumbs up.
I signalled like like a signature kind of, and he put his thumbs up to me, and like he pointed to go around the stage at the
It
end.
was your Mark King.
But
I'm like, fucking hell, that's
But I was-
so dated.
I was
Christ
I was
almighty.
proper fanboying, and by the end of it, they had to get rushed off the stage because of how busy it was, and all the security guards were dickheads, so we left anyway. But the last thing is, Chris is engaged, so congratulations
that's
to
nice.
Chris.
There we go.
It was I didn't know on a leap year a woman can
Yes, they can.
propose.
February the 29th.
Yeah, didn't know that.
Yes.
And
that's true, yeah.
they were watching a film in the in the
Outside
living room.
quick save.
Yeah. And he was like, he just had a bowl of crisps.
Dogging outside quick save. Oh, they're watching a Serbian film. Look it up.
had
Don't look it up.
He had a bowl of crisps, and as he was eating his crisps, he saw a little pink nose.
Hang on. Did he have a pack of Pringles?
No, he didn't have
right,
Pringles,
okay,
unfortunately. But he had a little pink note, and he said, "Will you marry me?" And Chris was like, "What?" And he said, "Yes." And get
Oh, that's
married.
then sweet.
So congratulations,
Oh,
Chris.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
And
All
Charles,
joking aside, congratulations.
and Charles also caught a drumstick off the drum as well from
Right
the
in a
crowd.
right.
So that's my hot news. So
Let's go to hot news. And we need to be quick.
yeah, anything? You got any hot news?
Yeah, I fractured my wrist and I fucking busted my ribs.
How are you feeling? You feeling okay?
Fine. The taxi ride to A&E was wonderful because I couldn't clip myself in.
Did he clip you in for?
Yeah, he clipped me in.
Did he actually?
I literally couldn't hold my phone because both my wrists were fucked at this point. He had to take my wallet from my pants
Did he touch
to
your penis?
take the fucking £10 out of it.
Did he touch your penis?
Yes, he touched my penis. I couldn't feel it because it's broken.
Your penis was
My
broken.
penis was broken in half.
It's often still in the
And
garden.
I spent 8 hours in A&E in fucking agony because they didn't give me painkillers. So, moving on. Well, might I say, Nurse Beverly, if you're out there, you are wonderful.
There you go. Special shout out.
Yeah.
Special shout out for Nurse Beverly, eh?
Well, I was sweating grey sweat by the end of that fucking day, let me tell you.
Bet you would.
Fucking awful. But it is what it is. That's what you get when you don't look where you're going, folks. Or you don't use your phone or a torch
Oh, yeah.
in a pitch black abyss of hell. Okay, moving on to the main subject, folks. Let's get on to the main subject, which is UFOs or OAPs.
OAPs, yeah.
What are they called?
OAPs.
Old age pensioners.
Yeah.
UAPs.
UAPs.
UAPs. They used to call
Unidentified
UFOs.
aerial phenomena. Let's do it. Let's dive in.
Main topic.
It's the main fucking topic. Okay, UFOs, UAPs, OAPs. We've all seen them, weird things flying around. We've seen them in the Quicksave car park that Carl frequents. We've seen them flying around Rich. Usually maybe a trident-shaped thing or a candle.
A candle-shaped thing flying around my head.
But I know Rich is a keen... How do you say it? UFO?
UFO?
Ufologist?
Yeah, I'm not a ufologist. I'm just interested in UFOs. Just a UFO nut, you might call me.
And Carl is a sexual predator.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yes.
Predator.
I like the way you-
Predator wasn't a...
Predator's a great
alien.
film, by the way,
He was
folks.
an alien, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he was not a sexual predator.
Do you know what my
No,
favourite thing for a Scottish person is to say is?
Aye.
Where's this come from? Immediately.
You heard a Scottish person
A
say,
predator.
sexual predator.
Sexual predator.
Yeah, every time I hear sexual predator,
Aye.
I think of a Scottish person saying it.
Great. Well,
I actually got my old manager to say it for me because she was Scottish and it made me laugh.
what a helpful segue. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'm going to tell my story first because my story is short. Unlike probably Carl's, which is going to be 40 minutes long.
And will involve his friends, no doubt.
And his
from
friends.
some-
And a
from
recorded
download.
fucking message.
I did it once, man.
Yeah, I know, but it's going to run, mate.
Once too many.
It's going to run. So, I have only seen a UFO or UAP or an OAP once. And it was when I was 13 years old, maybe 14. And this is going back to the 80s, folks. So for some reason, I looked out the front window of my house. And back then, there was no, big strobe. This is in Great Sutton. There's nothing there. There was no Cheshire Oaks then. There's no big strobe lights, nothing. It's a rural community. Very pleasant, apart from the house I lived in. And I saw a long tube. It was like a long tube of red light in the sky, and it rotated clockwise and then anti-clockwise. And I watched it. I don't know why. I've literally no idea why I looked out the window, but I watched this thing like I was hypnotized for ages. And then, maybe after about 10 or 15 minutes, it just shot off like at absolute light speed and disappeared.
No, it's mental.
And obviously, there's no strobe lights.
No.
We're in the middle of not middle of nowhere. I mean, it's small, towns and villages and stuff. But there's no big stadium. There's no big lights going up in the sky. No. And I watched that with my little eyes, thinking, "What? That's very strange."
Well, I was going to question it to say maybe it may have been a drone, but in that time,
Drones. There's no
it wouldn't
such
have
thing
been
as drones.
then. So I'm not too sure that
No,
would
it
have been.
didn't have drones then.
But it rotated one way and then it rotated
But was it-
another way,
was it-
and then it moved a little over the to another area of the sky, and it rotated another way and then another way.
Was it a big light or was it just a little?
No, it was
red dot?
big. It was. I mean, it was in the distance, but it would have been massive if you'd have been close to it. It was way far away, and it just kept moving about the sky and rotating one way or the other, and then just shut off. And I thought, well, that was so weird.
And it's stuck in your head as well all them
I've
years.
never forgotten it.
No.
I can picture it now.
Yeah.
This
Weird.
is my thing with UFOs. I don't believe they
Could have been anything.
I don't believe they're in a flying saucer or something like that. But then if they but what would they be in if they were going to come here? So I don't really.
Well, yeah,
whenever I tried to put 2 and 2 together, I just don't even know how to even.
If they're going to come, they've got to get in something. haven't they, to get here?
Yeah, they're getting a Star Destroyer.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the Millennium Falcon.
Or an Uber.
Or an Uber.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, my
sounds-
thoughts are, I mean, personally speaking, I used to believe in, like, because I used to buy the Unexplained magazine.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone... Rich, yeah?
did,
I mean,
yeah.
we're going back to the 80s here, so anyone older, like us guys...
Yeah,
will
and I
remember
did buy
that.
them unexplained.
It was a
magazine.
weekly magazine, Carl, about, like, different... It would be, like, UFOs and ghosts
Yeah.
and haunted houses and quick save copper. So I was a big believer in anything at that point, but I couldn't explain that away. And frankly, I always believed in like spaceships coming to our planet for ages. And now, as years have progressed and as times science has progressed, I don't think that's the case anymore. I think maybe it's other dimensional stuff because the existence of other dimensions has been proved, and so it could be anything really. It literally could be anything.
That's
I
what I'm
can't
reading.
explain what I saw.
Well, that's the thing.
in any
right?
term from those days. I
If you
can't
see
explain
anything that shines bright in the sky and it's clearly not a plane, the first thing you think of is a UFO, don't you?
that. Yeah. Well, a UFO is an unidentified flying object, so
A UFO
that's-
isn't-
literally you can't explain it. It could be anything.
Well, I thought I
It
didn't.
just
It
means
could be a
it's-
big fat
it's
bird
unexplained.
or a
Could
yeah.
be anything.
I was
It could be an OEP.
I thought I saw one not like 2 years ago, and I've never seen anything before. And I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And it was about 6 or 7 bright white lights in the sky moving. So I ran.
Was it a plane?
Well, no, I ran upstairs to get Neve's brother, Jake.
6 drones.
Yeah, and it turns out it was Elon.
Oh,
it was,
yeah,
it was
okay.
Elon Musk's things.
Starlink satellites. Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh,
okay, that's
must be
cool.
that." Well, I've seen the space station fly over a few times.
Yeah, I've seen it. That goes over quite often. It goes
Yeah.
over about 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Most nights it goes. I say go over.
I've
Yeah.
never
Yeah,
seen
it's
it.
really big as
You,
well.
probably,
that's cool.
you
Yeah.
probably would have seen it, but you just wouldn't have.
Just wouldn't know.
You wouldn't have recognised it.
No. But that was my only one, and I don't think it's aliens coming over and probing people's asses. But that's quite funny.
But you wish it was probing asses,
I
didn't
wish, mate. I tell you what. And if they went to your little quickie or your Stanley Woods,
you? I'd
you would have a right old time.
put them to shock.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, exactly, mate.
Look at this.
Everywhere.
Look at this alien pecker.
Yeah, but but I don't know. I don't believe in that anymore. I think it's. I think there's other dimensional stuff or perceptions of reality now. Because why would you come here in a little spaceship and just have a look around and
Fuck
bomb
off.
someone?
Abduct a cow.
Yeah, and poke a hole in a cow.
Yeah.
You know, if aliens
What's
did,
the point?
if aliens did come to Earth, and
Is
you
that
had-
CUM or come?
and if aliens did
I mean,
come
because
to
there's
Earth,
a movie right there. All right, Carl, write it down. Because that's fucking genius.
well, you write it down then.
I can't. I've got a broken
right,
fucking arm.
You got a movie idea.
Yeah, aliens come to Earth.
How you spell aliens? I've never spelled aliens.
I don't even fucking write you knob.
A-L-I.
Doesn't matter.
E-L-I.
A-L.
Yeah.
I-E-N.
E-N-S.
Yeah, I've never.
Aliens.
They come to Earth.
Come, yeah, baby.
That sounds like a porno.
Come down, right, 2 as well.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, babe. There, we got a fucking movie right there.
We'll be making that soon.
Yeah. Enjoy that, folks. Filming in Quicksave Car Park in 3 weeks. Right, go on. Sorry.
If aliens were going to come to Earth
Yeah.
and they were going to take away one animal,
Why are you taking away people and sticking stuff up their ass?
well, what would they take if they were going to take an animal back? What do you reckon they would take?
Cow? Why, they seem to be taking cows, but
There's
why
a lot
would
of
they?
cow
Why would they
stuff.
take cows?
Why are they poking holes in cows?
There's cows. There's millions of cows. Why? What are you so interested
Why
in?
not
in
have a
cows?
rabbit?
Rabbit, yeah. Or
Why not have a
elephant?
a vole or an elephant?
Or a blue whale or something?
Yeah.
Something.
Abduct that.
Yeah.
See if anyone
See if you can
notices.
abduct that, yeah.
I think I'll take a squirrel.
See, why?
Because I reckon if they put that in their spaceship, that squirrel would go fucking mad and it just cause mayhem.
Well,
It'd
jump on switches.
It'd jump on switches.
Well,
and
my mate
buttons
Will hates squirrels because they get in his loft and scrabble around and he can't sleep. So those fucking aliens would hate it.
Didn't he move his mattress downstairs?
Yes, he moved his entire mattress downstairs and got his roof completely replaced because of one squirrel.
Will.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Apparently he was going to bed and he could non-stop hearing like squirrels
scrabbling around, yeah.
moving around.
Chomping on his nuts. He doesn't.
It was probably rats or mice.
Could be anything.
Because he has such a strong hatred to them.
Yeah.
He just immediately
He's
pushed them
also
away.
insane.
He is insane. There's no doubt about that.
But I'd say a squirrel. Because it
He'd be jumping on the controls.
fucking
He'd be biting your nuts.
You'd be in and out of 20 different dimensions and you didn't want to where the hell you were.
Yeah. That fucking squirrel.
Bastard squirrel.
And then you turn into a tube that's turning around slowly in the 1980s.
He's got glowing rats. What was happening?
Yeah.
What your
Squirrels
UFO that you've seen? Squirrel.
Every time it moved, the squirrel fucking
Squirrels
about
on
on the controls.
Yeah, it's fucking buzzing everywhere.
But I think it's other dimensional shit. Carl, you think it's some kind of porn movie. Rich, what do you reckon, mate? Because you researched this a lot. You are the Fox Mulder
The Fox Mulder of
Ellesmere Port.
Well, have you got stories?
I've got stories.
Can I go first? We can end on the story. Because
Oh, I didn't know you had a story.
No, it's not
Didn't
story.
get a story on.
But I did some research
I just put
before.
my encyclopedia back down there. For
Yeah. I
Did some research
Did
on
some research.
Wikipedia, yeah?
No, it's just some random website. It's ABC News. And what country do you think has the most sights of UFOs?
America.
Yes, America. Now, what if you're going to guess the top 5 states that have been reported for UFOs? What would you say? Now, you got to think about the type of people that live in these states.
Alaska.
Wait, are you having a go at here?
Well, the top one.
Are you having a go at our audience here?
The top.
I'm very careful here.
The top one is California, with 11,202 reports,
Right.
and the most recent sighting was how do you pronounce that? Ladara Ranch. Ladara Ranch. Yeah.
Where is that?
And the most recent report was
where is that?
someone said I was on my patio. I saw something fall out the sky straight
It
down.
was Pete.
Yeah, could have been me.
The witness said it was green and looked like a flame was coming out the back end of it.
That could have been like a frozen bit of piss coming out of a plane.
It could have. You're right.
Literally.
The second
That
state.
says nothing.
The second state was Florida. It's Florida.
Yeah.
With 5,000 reports. And the most recent report was
Frozen piece of piss coming out of
someone
a
said
plane.
2 round lights changed colours and moved at incredible rates of direction and speed.
That's squirrel again, isn't it?
Yep. He's fucking about the controls again, boy.
There were 2 round lights, one green, one red. Then both
Is that traffic lights?
Come on.
Then both lights became green. 5 seconds later, they both became red. The lights were below the cloud cover at approximately 1,000 feet. The lights were stationary in the night sky. The witness
Roughly the height of the traffic lights.
The witness added a travelling companion pulled the vehicle over the road to further observe the sighting, but then the lights streaked north at an incredible rate of speed.
Okay, it's not traffic lights.
Third, I'm going to do top 5 because some of them are pretty funny. Washington,
Go on.
5,000 reports.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Somewhere called Everett. That's the most recent sighting.
Somewhere called Everett.
Somewhere
Called Everett.
The witness claimed to have seen 2 massive crafts, solid in black in colour, with orange lights in an inverted V shape. And while she was on the phone with her sister, she said, I was alarmed and scared at this, how close it was, just above the tree line and electrical power lines. I reckon some of these people just make up shit and they go, oh, it must be a UFO. When it's
Plus, you got they're like military aircraft. They're testing shit all the time.
Yeah, we don't know what they've got behind
Yeah,
closed doors.
it's like
do we?
what you guys said the other week about ghosts and whatever. You've got to
Look at it from both
eliminate
sides.
a lot of,
Well, yeah.
like 98% of this bullshit.
The fourth one, Texas.
Go on. I've seen a real bright light. Sorry, Texas.
4,300 reports. Our most recent sighting was somewhere called College Station. The witness reported seeing a red and green orb moving at incredible speeds down Jupiter's horizon through a telescope.
A lad was seen having a poo on the front lawn.
No, that was Texas.
What drew my attention was its curving motion and abrupt changes in speed.
That sounds
That's
like your
squirrel
poo.
again.
from close to a dead stop to full speed, almost in an instant. The witness wrote, the speed of this object was far greater than any aircraft or satellite and could have not been seen by the naked eye, only through a telescope.
There you go. Interesting.
And then the last one.
Don't do it.
Last one is New York.
Oh, God.
New York.
All right, we've had enough.
3,000. This last one, 3,000 reports in the Bronx.
Great. Was it in the Bronx?
In the Bronx.
Right.
And the witness claims seeing a spacecraft trying to abduct an airplane and hearing strange songs from her attic.
No, she did not.
I was reading something.
That was well worth it. You should have led with that one.
Yeah, that was the first. That should have been the opener.
But I was just reading them going,
Set the tone.
some of them are just like, some people are just making shit up.
Drugged to shit.
They're hearing songs
No
from
offense.
the attic. Oh, must be a UFO. No, it's probably
it's your
someone
mate- it's
fucking
your
next
neighbour.
door. Yeah, it's the person above your flatmate, you dickhead.
It's probably you playing fucking songs in our fucking attic because I can hear your music a million miles away.
I was in the shower before and I was thinking, is this
No
too
shit,
loud?
were you?
You see, I'm ready to send pictures to send me.
What?
Dirty pictures.
I told you not to tell him about
Sorry,
that.
he'll
get jealous.
He could see you when half naked when he seen the picture.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's think about this, folks. Okay, so you've got nothing.
Yeah.
I've got like a 13-year-old boy looking at lights. Rich, come on.
I've got a couple of things what I have seen.
Be your saviour.
Bearing in mind, I'm weird.
Oh, yeah.
I go out,
Give over.
I go out all hours. Well, I don't do it anymore, but I used to go out all hours of the night, up till 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning sometimes, pitch black, wandering round bloody hills or forests.
Well, we intend to do this.
Yeah, we do intend to do
at some
this,
point. Yeah.
especially where I used to hang around. But I've seen quite a few weird things. Well, it all started actually. When I was
See a lot around Stanley Woods around about 3 in the morning.
yeah, I've seen someone going over Stanley Woods. Funny enough.
Yeah, I bet you have.
No, it all started years and years ago when I was about 17, 18. Wasn't interested in UFOs at all. And we went to the hill. It's the same hills.
It's those
It's
hills,
them
man.
hills. It is, honestly. I think I've told you this. Have I done this one? We all jumped into the Mini.
No.
No? Funny, my cousin, who was with me at the time, turned up at work about 2 days ago. And I asked him about it because we were doing this. So I asked him, does he remember? Oh, yeah, remember. Clear as a bell, he said. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, shit, okay.
So we've been for a walk. There's 4 of us. We had this little, it was like a Mini, but it had been converted. So the back, you could jump in the back like a truck back.
Oh, that's cool.
So little blue thing it was. We've been for this walk around this forest, around the hills. We're coming down, this is the far side of the hill. And out of the canopy of the trees, just behind us, comes this, about the size of a beach ball, let's say. With this beach ball, glowing orange ball of light, comes out of the treetop and starts descending.
When is this? Is this like drone area period?
No.
This is way before drone.
This is about 1992.
So yeah, it's not a drone. Then
When I
is
said
it?
I was 17 before, didn't I?
You did say that.
But that was,
and I was a fucking.
that was something
dick.
else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah.
that was when I read a article, and you know when you don't even think about these things being real. It was in Woman's Own or something.
Are you reading Roman's Own?
My mum had just left it on the floor, and I remember sitting against the radiator. My mum was talking with my auntie, and I just opened the middle of this magazine, and I had a full spread in the middle of the UK.
There's
like
a full spread in
Full
Woman's
spread.
Own.
There was a full spread in the middle, and it was a map of the
Write
UK.
that down. Write that
Full
down.
spread.
That's
You
another
could go in that
movie
film.
idea.
You could go in that film. And it was just, it had around it little pictures of, like what you'd seen. You know, little
No, like little
diagrams. In different
like
parts
tubes.
in the different parts of the country. One was like 3 boomerang-looking things.
Yeah.
A policeman saw, blah, blah, blah. And it just dawned on me. I thought, these things real. What the fuck? You know, I'd seen E.T. and all that. It never occurred to me anything about aliens being...
Absolutely.
How strange
Something
that
is
I'd
going
never
on.
thought about that
Yeah.
up to that point. And it sort of hit me. I remember thinking, hang on a minute. This is saying that people have seen things like this for real. And it just instantly, I don't know, gripped me.
Yeah.
But then, like you say, that when I saw that orange ball, it came down. It's a bit like, have you heard the Travis Walton story?
I know the name.
Well,
Folks, look up Travis Walton.
I kind of done what he kind of done, but I didn't get attacked by this UFO. And it came down. The other two lads ran, shit themselves.
Really?
Proper ran, yeah. Loz and Paul. They ran, jumped in the Mini, got the engine going straight away. Me and my cousin Guy. Guy's starting to try and say to me, let's go, let's get out of here. I'm intrigued. I want to know what the hell it is.
I wouldn't go closer, man.
I stayed, and I must admit, I was getting a bit like shit. And it was just coming towards me. It was about, I'd say, 15 foot up in the air by this point. And it's just coming towards us. Kept stepping back. Wasn't making any noise or anything like that. It was, you could see it was clearly there.
So it's definitely a globe.
It was a globe, bright orange, glowing. It had like it was like self-illuminating, and almost like plasma. Anyway, Guy said that I'm out of here. He runs, jumps in the back. Next minute, me nerve went. I legged it, dived in the back, and it then dropped down, and it followed us down. There's a dirt track.
Oh,
it followed us. We're looking out the back of this.
This is a film.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was. I can't say it was scary. I was more intrigued. So what the hell? You don't just see something like that, do you?
No.
You know, in the middle.
Not really.
You just don't see something like that. So I never even thought about UFOs up to that point, apart from that.
You see more doggers than UFOs.
Yeah, I never.
Carl?
Yeah,
I like how you point to me
so
when
weird.
you say doggers.
You know, I'd read that thing, so it got me interested, but I'd never seen anything. And he just bombed it out of there.
That's fucking wild.
And
You've outrun it, I presume.
we
So.
outran it. And I remember seeing it just going off into the distance as we.
Well, how fast was it coming after you? So you're in the car.
It wasn't. I wouldn't say. We're in this Mini.
Yeah.
And he took off. I don't know. And it was obviously it didn't speed up. It just kept coming.
Just like slowly.
And as we just got down the end of the track, we just seen it at the bottom of the track. But it had come onto the track then, and it was coming down the track. And you're like, fucking hell was that? And the weird thing is, yeah, we seen that. We went back home. We played football. Never spoke about it again.
Why would you not?
I don't. That's
that
what
was
I don't.
all I would talk about.
It's a common thing with sightings. A lot of sightings, people see something, and then they go, "Oh well, yeah, I've seen that, yeah." Anyway, and they forget about it. They don't forget about it. It's just like it's blocked out your head by some way or something. I don't know. We didn't really speak about it.
Rich.
And it was only that I said to my cousin, "Do you remember?" And he went, "Shit, yeah, I remember that, yeah." And it come out of the trees, and he said exactly what I was, you know.
Yeah, the same story.
Same story. So yeah, I don't know what the hell it was to this day.
I hate that.
Another one I saw.
Was there a little alien in a shed?
Oh, I've never seen an alien in a shed.
Well, that
was a film.
yeah, it was, yeah.
No, I don't like. Sometimes I don't like telling too many because I've seen quite a few things.
No, just go.
I know, but you know when you think, people think, nah, he can't have seen all them things. He's making it up. But I genuinely.
Yeah, but you've sought them out.
I genuinely only write down what I've seen.
Most people haven't sought them out.
And I've been out up till stupid o'clock most nights. Mostly in my 20s, 30s, and sort of tailed off my 40s a bit. But sitting this night, a bit like yourself, sitting in bed. Remember, it was around 3:30 in the morning. Couldn't get to sleep. So I sat up.
Touched
myself. Looked out the window.
Obviously.
The moon, remember, there's a big moon in the sky.
Well, that normally happens when it's at night.
Yeah. Not apart from last week. Would have helped last week if Pete's the moon, he wouldn't have fell off the deck.
Pitch fucking black, mate.
It was pitch black. But the next minute, I just saw this. I'm going to describe it as, and it's a common shape, a cigar.
Oh, very common, yeah.
A cigar shape, or like like one of them. I'd say it's more like a paracetamol, but a long paracetamol. Seeing this, it was kind of silhouetted against the moon. I'm sitting there, like, obviously got my attention. What the hell is that? Watched it, and it came directly. It was only moving slowly, and the closer it got, I thought it's going to go over our house. And then my mum at the time was quite interested in stuff like that, so I jumped out of my bed, ran into my mum's room. My dad was there on nights. I remember standing on the dog's tail, which woke him up. Bang! Woke my mum up. Look out the front window, Mum. She's like, oh, just look out the front window. I ran down into the downstairs, out the front door. Looks up, and it's just coming out over the house, and it had a little, like,
the hell was it?
Little light on each end, like a pastel colour. My mum opens the window just as it's going. I said, there. She's like, and she said, yeah, I can see it. What the hell is it? Clear night, no wind.
Which
Summer's
end
night.
is flying? So is it sideways or
Sideways on?
right?
So it's like
Even
if you held,
weirder then. Yeah.
if you held the chocolate finger up like that and just brought it towards yourself, people can't see that, but and then it'll like say little light on each end.
Oh, chocolate finger.
Yeah, maybe it was a chocolate finger.
No, I'd love that.
But I chased it as far as I could go, and then it went off across what's called Stanley Woods. Couldn't go any further because it was cul-de-sac.
Yeah, he's got the dog in area. He's there.
Carl was there. Carl
He's slamming ass over the other side of Stanley Woods.
it hovered over there for a bit, to be honest.
Dirty get.
Well, I'm not going to do it anywhere else, am I?
Done an alien, mate. Apparently.
But yeah, that was
Fucking
definitely
mental.
strange.
Well, why don't you give us one more creepy story? Because
Uh,
I want to hear another one.
This one, again, my cousin, he didn't see it though. We're fishing. We're gone. Do you know where Backford?
Yeah, Backford, yeah.
Yeah,
Backford's,
yeah.
for our listeners, Backford's about 3 miles away from me.
10 minutes away.
10 minutes in the car. We used to go, it's called down the Backford Dip.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not that dip. There's another dip, like, in Backford itself. I know you're thinking of the big Backford dip on the main road. No.
I know the Backford Dip. Yeah.
The little, if you go through Backford itself, it's a little village, isn't it?
It's a dip, in it.
There's a there's a dip. There's a road that goes down. Farmer's field at the bottom of this road, and then to the left of that, there's a big pond.
Left of the dip.
Left of the dip, over the farmer's field, through the gate, and there is a pond there. I don't know if it's there to this day. This is 90s again, in the 90s.
Are you like breaking into someone's property?
Well, I suppose we are really. We're fishing in the farmer's field, and we haven't got permission. We never asked for permission.
Yeah, but you put the fish back, it's alright.
We put the fish back. We never harmed anyone.
Police, can you please look into this?
But yeah. So I'm sitting there. There's a fella on the left of me who was there when we got there.
Jokers to the right.
Jokers to the right. I'm sitting there fishing, middle of the night again, 2-3 o'clock. And this is a weird one because, again, I didn't think anything of it. Never spoke about it. Something was hovering around this. There's a field behind us. Well, in front of me, but behind my cousin. I think he'd fell asleep, to be honest. And this, whatever it was, it only seemed the size of a car. And it was, I couldn't see exactly what it was.
Only the size of a car.
About the size of a car. And it had a light, as if a door was open. And there was a beam, and it was shining down. And at the time, I remember thinking it can only be a helicopter. But it was
You
crystal
hear a
light.
helicopter.
Didn't hear a sound. Not a sound. And it was shining. It only went round the perimeter of this field. And it kept going round the perimeter and then shining this light down into the field. So it was looking for something.
Yeah.
The weird thing again, I didn't think anything much of it.
And you didn't remember it.
Until I
Not remember, but you didn't.
I didn't.
It wasn't
I
like a
didn't-
talking point.
No, and I didn't.
Later on.
I didn't act.
Isn't that weird?
Now, yeah, it is a common thing. I've only learned that later.
I didn't know that.
Why wouldn't I have got up and gone, shit, led to my cousin? Guy, wake up. Because it was the same cousin who saw that orange ball with me.
I absolutely would.
Why wouldn't I do that? And the other fella,
But his car's trying to get me.
this car is floating around above a field and putting its high beams on.
Yeah.
And I just...
I'm trying to have a quiet talk here. And there's an
Fish in one
alien.
hand.
There's an alien looking at me dick.
Is he looking for fucking cows, you think? Or squirrels?
Oh, definitely a squirrel.
Definitely
Yeah,
squirrels.
well, he doesn't want the squirrel because it's going to jump all over
gonna
his
jump
fucking
Oh,
controls.
his
Isn't it?
dashboard. But yeah, it's...
Well, you've seen a fair few things,
seen
haven't
a
you?
couple of things, yeah.
Weird, Rich, but it's weird. More weird is the fact that you don't feel that it was a thing later on.
That's until,
Do you know what I mean?
until later on.
Yeah.
Until I think back and go, hang on a minute.
That was
That
fucking
was
bizarre.
fucking weird. But at the time, just going, taking it all in. It's almost, I don't know, some people have said they've got like this, I don't know, they can alter your mind state and stuff, maybe. Because they're in the area. Well, nothing, a bit like in the Men in Black when they flash the nothing to see here. And you're like, I just didn't react to it at all.
I've got to be honest with you, if Will Smith flashed the thing at me, I'd want to forget him.
Well, yeah, that's true, yeah, me too.
Probably slap you.
He would slap me. I'd laugh at his wife's bald head. I hate that. I don't want that.
Well, thanks for telling us these stories. I've not heard these stories.
No.
Well, I'm freaked out. I don't like it.
As much as
don't
we
like
laugh,
it.
they are as true as I can remember.
Yeah, they're true.
And they're there, I saw them.
Yeah, I remember mine.
Yeah.
Like yesterday.
We like
Even
to have a
though
laugh.
it was only
We do like to have a
5
laugh, don't
years
we,
ago.
while we're doing this.
Yeah, of course we do. But that's
amongst
fascinating. Right?
it's it's true stories we're telling.
Well, this is why we started this. Just listen to the common man's story.
Yeah.
And what could
And
have
talk
happened.
the way we talk to each other.
Yeah.
And thank you for your contributions, Carl, that
Thank
you
you.
read from Wikipedia.
Yeah.
It was actually ABC News, so shut your fucking face.
Either way, it's a waste of fucking time.
Great.
Yeah.
Love you.
So-
Right,
Yep.
moving on. Anyway, folks, remember this name. Aliens Come to Earth. Because that's going to be my next porn movie.
Right, should we wrap up to the
Let's
conclusion?
wrap up to the conclusion. The Three Wise Men. Conclusion. Do you want to see an alien being pounded by Carl? Watch Aliens Come to Earth 2024. It's coming your way in September from Quick Save Car Park. Folks, I think we've had some interesting discussion today. I think Rich has brought some weird shit here. Carl's brought Wikipedia. And I've brought a story from when I was a kid when I might have been out of my head on drugs. But I think there's a lot to discuss here. I think we need to roll back to this because it's like the ghost thing, and there's so many stories. Not everyone's got a UFO story, but a lot of people have got UFO stories. And they're kind of dismissed in popular culture. You go, oh, you seen a UFO? Yeah, well, no, you haven't.
Well, then you get people go, well, sorry,
Yeah,
ghost.
well, yeah, sorry, yeah. Or
And they-
the same as a ghost, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. So, but people do. And Rich, you did. You saw a flying car.
Nice flying car, yeah.
So my take would be to just don't keep an open mind. Because you don't know. I mean, that thing I saw when I was a kid, I can't explain it. I could explain it if it was now, because it could be like spotlights and drones and shit. But back then, back in the 1870s, when I was young, it's inexplicable. And Rich has got some really wild stuff. And Carl, if you went on Wikipedia now, what would you say?
I think my conclusion and my thoughts would be around if you have a UFO story and you tell
Hang on a minute, hang on.
and you
Is this? Don't be scared of the UFO.
No,
the UFO might be scared of
No.
you.
Oh, yeah.
Is this fucking
No.
bullshit again?
No, I was
Gotta
gonna,
think, what's the alien thinking?
I was
They
gonna,
fucking hate you.
I've got to
look at
say,
it from the point of view of an
if
alien.
you've got a UFO story and you tell someone and they
Yeah.
shut you down straight away, fuck them. Don't push away your thoughts and your stories on it.
Kick him in the throat.
Yeah. Take him around fucking car park. Bumming.
Take him to Quick Save.
Yeah. But if you're truly interested in the subject and someone tells you you're chatting shit, don't push it aside and go, yeah, maybe, they're right. Fucking stick to what you believe in.
Yeah, there's something there, right?
Stick to what you're passionate about.
There is something there, to be fair.
Don't let some prick just say, well, it ain't true. Fuck 'em.
You do get that.
Yeah. Rich, go
Yeah,
on.
definitely. Like, Pete touched on something earlier where he started off. Like, if somebody invents something, you know, like a bike, they start off with square wheels, don't they? And it evolves.
A bike didn't.
A bike didn't, but you know what I mean. The
Yeah, I
concept,
know what you mean.
it always starts with something rubbish.
Yeah.
The first car was rubbish, and it built. And now look at the cars.
Yeah.
Same with bikes. Now
I mean,
look
it
at the
depends
bikes.
it's a German car. It's probably good.
It's probably good. It's probably good to start with.
Yeah.
But you look at a computer. What computer did you have in the early 1990s? Absolute massive piece of shit.
Yeah. Mine had lots of blinking, flashing lights like a Star Trek thing.
Yep. Noise what it made. Dialing up and all that.
Yep.
And now look at what you've got. You've got a phone that can take you to the moon and back.
Yeah.
So
true. Wow,
everything kind of evolves, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, my take on UFO started the same. Thinking it was just basically aliens coming to Earth, jumping in a spaceship and flying here. That was my first thought.
Yeah,
And
I think
over the
everyone
years, it's kind of evolved into now multi-dimensions and, stuff like that. And other worlds within worlds, but we can't see. Could be like in the same space as us, but we just can't see them because we're on a different frequency.
Yeah.
Like, you got BBC One, BBC Two, Granada, bloody... All them...
Granada?
If you want Granada. It's not called Granada, is it? It's ITV.
ITV, mate.
Yeah, sorry, I'm going back.
You've lost 30 years of your life there.
And about 30,000 followers.
Yes.
But if you're watching BBC One, Channel 4 still exists.
Yes.
You can't see it, but it's still there, isn't it? It's still in the ether. It's still floating around your head, just like all the other hundreds of channels are. Could be like that. Could be ultimate worlds out there.
Yeah.
It's all about what frequency you're on.
There could be a babe station floating around.
There could be a babe.
I hope there is.
Channel starting on the 9s, that's where you hit the jackpot.
Exactly, mate.
Yeah.
So what I'm basically saying is,
So would you come round more to the thought, Rich, that then it's like it's not an alien in a little spaceship?
I'm starting to more think it's not nuts and bolts coming from another planet. It's coming from another dimension, like you were saying earlier.
100% agree. Yeah.
And there's all theories that it's
anything. It could be anything.
Could be
really,
anything.
yeah.
What else gets me is people starting to poo-poo your ideas. Well,
Shut up.
well, then they say, well, this is such and such. That's thousands of years old. I think it's like it could be a computer game with it.
Oh, is this the Matrix theory?
It could be within a computer game. There's a lot of evidence starting to support the fact that we are in a computer game.
Well, I hate that because my game's been fucking shit.
I want to finish. I keep trying to exit
I
my
haven't
game.
kicked anyone.
It keeps rebooting.
I haven't jumped on a fucking mushroom. I've got nothing.
But let's just say you play Tomb Raider, and your character.
Oh, she's got a
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say.
Etc.
Yeah, but in that game,
Yeah.
they could write into that game. These pyramids were built 10,000 years ago.
Right.
And in that game, that's true. But that game was only written last week. Are you with me?
What are you on about?
In this
Are you
world,
all right, Rich?
In this where we are now, if
What
it's
are
a
you on
computer
about?
game, anything could be written into it.
Yeah, but
could
why are
have
you
been-
writing in the scallies in
you know what I
Asmith
mean,
Paul?
though? Yeah, I don't-
Why are you writing in him having a wank in the fucking
the guy
God-save car
The
park?
guy that coded me is dead chuffed that he's 5'7". Well, yeah.
Why have you written in Hasbulla? We don't need him.
But yeah, that's
or
Fucking Kanye West.
Kanye West.
Kanye West. I didn't. I was responsible for him. I
Fucking
dreamt
cheers,
it.
mate.
Dreamt it up.
I don't know why I don't like him that much. Why have you written in R. Kelly then?
I just did.
Into this. Well, thank you, Rich. Appreciate that. His songs are shit, and he's a awful person.
I'm going to write Carl into next week doing something really dodgy,
What, as opposed to what?
as opposed to the usual dodgy shit.
Okay, well. On that note, Rich, you're the biggest fucking weirdo I've ever known. Carl, thank you for your spectacular input.
Thank you, Pete.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And Pete,
Yeah.
Pete,
you
thank you for your
hostess with the mostess.
killing my fucking fuchsia.
Alright. Oh, you know what? I couldn't help it. Okay, folks, we'll see you next week. We may have a special guest, and we don't know what the subject is, but it's probably going out and getting leathered.
Subscribe to the
we'll
YouTube
see.
channel. Like the Facebook page. Watch the whole thing. You haven't got fucking much better else to do if you're listening to the start of it. So yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Right. Speak to you soon.
Thank you for listening, everyone.
Goodbye.
And we'll see you on the next one.